check, mic check.
Shadows rise, the sky turns black, footsteps echo, no way back.
All right, the check sounds pretty good. How are we doing today, everybody? My name is Mr. Marrader, and we're here playing Vane, a series that I started called 1 till 100, where I play a game for 1 hour at a time until we reach 100 hours. This time around, we're playing Vane, the survival horror zombie game akin to 3D version of Project Zomboid. You've played it. Very good game, both of them. All right, let me make sure everything's all good to go. Shabambalam. What's up, everybody? You can see my voice now. I'm just gonna have to wait for this to load in. So let me see if I can remember what we did last time. I know we did a lot of stuff. Oh yeah, so we did some building, we did some scavenging, we found a generator, so now we can get our house is working now, thank God. We could turn the lights on. And hopefully I could start working on my electronics skill. I really don't know what it takes to level up electronics. That's right, so when we left, I was making like rods or something, so that's what it was. So I can build like a little wall out here and another door. I believe it's the right one that I need. Large fence gate. Is that the one that I need? Fence gate, large. No, so I believe it's the right door. But what do I need? 2 more metal brackets, 3 more reinforced wooden planks. Okay, let me do this over here real quick. Oh, forgot to set my timer. We kind of need that if we're going to be keeping track of this hour, aren't we? 1. Yeah, there we go. We caught it pretty early. So it'll be alright. Oh yeah, so we got some metal brackets here. We need reinforced... Oh, that's right. We ran out of screws. No, we didn't. It's just in another box. 2 other boxes. Okay, we have a lot of screws now. Thank God. Or at least a good amount of screws, anyway. I forgot how many more I needed of the reinforced wooden plank. So let's double check. 3 more. So I made 3 more. Awesome. And then screws. Alright. So we can take those metal brackets now. 46 of them. Go down to R for the reinforced plank. And I need to wait for 2 more of those to be made. What I need to do, I think, is start making this stuff and then go out and do something else. Like have this stuff already pre-made. In order for me to do that, though, I guess I'm going to have to go and do a lot of crafting. Or a lot of salvaging, my fault. Salvaging. Plank. Alright, so we should... Screws. Alright, now we should be able to finish up this gate at least. I think I'm gonna need more for the wall. Yeah, the build bubble makes things slow down a bit. Alright, here we go. Sweet nuggets. Okay. We'll close that off. Alright, so I'm gonna try to make this spot right here like a little guard shack kind of thing. So let me see how I can do this. So it's gonna have to be, yeah, like 3 fences, right? I don't know if I have enough room for that though, to make a big fence square box here without running into this. But if we run into this, that'll be fine. I'd rather it overlap than not. And this right here, nothing should be able to get through here, I don't think. Oh, well, except you can climb it, but that's okay. All right, let's, so we got the gate done. Let's start making, okay, so I think I'm gonna do a box, like, or maybe even just a half box. Let's use some cheaper materials just to see if this is gonna be possible. Nails, scrap wood, wooden plank, that should be easy. Nails, wood scrap, wooden plank. Okay, so we should be able to make a few of these. I'm just gonna see, hopefully this doesn't look too dumb. Okay, so I want to do it like this, right? So I'm gonna do bam. Well, let me build it there, but like, let me see, push it out as far this way as I can. So we actually have a decent amount of room right here before we hit the door. So we can do like this maybe. Back it up a little bit. Okay. There's one. All right, so it's definitely going to, uh-oh. Oh no. I was hoping it wouldn't do that. Let me see. Yeah, if I put it right here, it's gonna stick out way too much. Well, ball sacks. I was hoping it would clip. Let me see. Maybe we did something like, we may have to leave it like that, unfortunately. Let's just find a good spot for it, huh? Come on, work with me. There we go. All right, so we'll put that there. That looks really... Why did this other... What? Why did the other fence disappear? That's not what I wanted you to do. Let's destroy that. I don't think you get back the amount that you put in, unfortunately, when you destroy stuff. Yeah, definitely not. But that's all right. That's the way the cookie crumbles, huh? Okay, so now it's not letting me put it anywhere. There we go. Back up, back up, back up, back up. All right, let's see how that looks. I mean, it's a bit of a gap there. I think there is going to be a gap. So let me see if I can connect these, right? So I might be able to... No. No connecting, because then that's going to turn out not right. Why does it go up right there? Is it because of this? I hope it's not because of this stuff. Yeah, there's something right here that makes me go. So it's got to be this wall, right? Go away. Hey, shit, I'm trying to do something here. Okay, maybe if I leave, it'll fix itself or something. That's frustrating. If that's the case, if it's that rubble, that debris that's like laying there that's stopping me from putting another wall down where I want to, that's frustrating. Okay, I guess we can try. Let's see. Okay, so it wasn't that then. It was just the way that we're set here. This is where we are. You know, this is taking a lot longer than I wanted it to, but this is important for essentially limit testing, right? Like, it's like, what can I do? What can I get away with? What can I not get away with? I think I saw something that could work here because of a caddy angle here. Let me see. Let's rotate it like that. What if we move forward like that? Huh. That actually works pretty well. All right, let's take a little detour to take care of Blondie over here. Hello, blonde boy. Let's go ahead and get you off my bridge. This is my bridge. Okay, so now we're gonna build another one right here. All right, let's try building one of these. See where I can put this. I can't put it there. It looks like I can put it to the, like, oh, like that, maybe? I mean, that's about as good as it's gonna fit. Yeah, because it won't fit sideways like that. We're gonna have to get it to go along this wall as much as possible. There we go. All right, who goes there? Now go away before I mock you a second time. Okay. We have our bridge. Okay, I think I need one more wall just to completely block this off, because as it stands, this is, well, you can't get through it. You can see through it, but you can't get through it. I mean, you can climb it, I guess. I don't think zombies can climb, though. I'm actually going to move this. Ooh, that's a good idea. So if we move this a little bit further up, right? Or maybe even up here. Can I? Ooh. Oh, right here. Okay, now it's not the prettiest. It's not the best placement. But, let me see, move it as far. There we go. So that blocks it. I mean, if you really need to, you can come over this side and blah, 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 take your shots. I can still go in here and like put in all the resources that I have to, which I'm gonna go and put some scrap in there. I don't have any iron scrap to give you though. All right, wait, hang on. Where'd my other door go? Now that's some bullshit. I spent all that time building a door and y'all just gonna get rid of it. Reinforced wooden planks. I need 18 more of those. Okay. Well, that's shitty. We're seeing a limitation, probably of the early access thing. It looks like some of the building is interrupting with each other and making each other not happy. Reinforced wooden plank. I need metal brackets back. Metal brackets. Can you put that in there, please? Wooden planks. I only have one. Awesome. And screws. I got enough of those. Please tell me I have more wooden planks somewhere. Not there. Not there. What do I need to make a wooden plank? Oh, I see. Wooden rod, wooden plank. You need wood logs. Oh my god. Alright, so I guess I gotta go and look for more wood planks. You know, I'm starting to notice a pattern. Okay, so I do really like these games, right? The survival, horror, crafting, yada yada yada, right? I do really like those, but I'm finding that I get a little irritated when there's a lot of running around and like, oh, I need like a few of this, I need a few of that. Especially when it's something like the wood in this game, or, you know, certain items, they just, it's not intuitive where you find it. Even though the tooltip says, hey, you know, it's gonna make sense wherever you're gonna find it, I was like, I don't know about all that, because, you know, the scraps, the metals, I was like, I don't know, maybe my skill's too low or something. Who knows? Who knows? All that I know is that as much as I do like these games, I do find myself getting a little irritated when it's like, oh, okay, well, now I gotta go back. When I'm trying to build, right? Especially like when I'm in build mode, I'm like, I just want to build. I don't want to like have to go out and hunt everything that I need. But all that being said, you know, it's a minor complaint. I mean, it's not even a complaint, really. It's honestly just the nature of the beast, right? It's the nature of the kind of game that it is, because that's what you do. That's what you do a lot of. You do a lot of just going to random places and searching and looting and hope you find the things that you need, which you usually do. I mean, it's never like you're playing a game and you never find what you need. All right. And I do find too that once I actually start going and I start getting out there, I'm like, okay, yeah, this ain't so bad. But it's the idea of like, I think it's more being interrupted, right? I think it's like I have this idea that I want to build, and I don't want to be interrupted. So maybe I think the fix to that would be just gather everything, right? Gather all building materials, regardless of if you need it at the time or not. Shut up. Alright, who else? Who else? Kind of sounds like there's about to be a storm rolling through. Five screws, yeah. Yeah, that's the thing too. Sometimes I destroy some stuff and I was like, I don't feel like I should get that from this. Or at the very least, if I destroy a door, I should get some wood from it, right? Like it's a door. First world problems, though. I'm just complaining to complain right now. Maybe it's just one of those days. Maybe Mr. Marrader's in a complaining mood. Could be. It could be that I'm overlooking my first world privileges here. There's 3 batteries in there. Wow. Oh, I thought that was a safe as a nightstand. Oh yeah, and that being said, even with all the complaining and all that, it's a good game. It's a really solid game. Like, if I really had that much of an issue with it, I wouldn't be playing it. That's just the kind of person I am. I'm not going to play something that I don't enjoy. Now, there are aspects to games that I don't enjoy. You know, for example, like I was playing League of Legends earlier today. I was playing an ARAM game, you know, so more of the faster one. But pretty much from the beginning, I was like, man, I'm just not having fun with this. And it's not like I had a terrible game. But I will admit there was one character in there who I've determined he's my least favorite character in the game. Facing him anyway. But that specific character was very annoying. It made it hard for me to do anything. And I mean, that's just part of the game, right? But, ooh. At the same time, it's just to be said that just because I enjoy a game doesn't mean I'm going to enjoy it all the time or enjoy every part of it, right? Which makes sense. You never enjoy something 100%. There's always something that it's like, oh, this could be different, or that was annoying. And in fact, sometimes that can be more annoying because it's like I do really enjoy this game, but this particular part right here frustrates me. But that's enough of my TED Talk. I'm just going to keep looking and searching and doing all the good things that we have been doing. jigsaw, power cutting. I think I need a jigsaw, actually. Aluminum and iron scrap. I got an auto save. We'll take that. T-shirt, paper scrap. Let me see. 12 gauge rounds. No 12 gauge, but I got the rounds. Alright, back up the stairs we go. Let's destroy the frames. Get a little bit of wood scrap. Can't do anything with the mirror. I mean, that is cool that it's a working mirror. Even if you can't see your reflection, you can see the reflection of the light. That's really cool. That is detailed. I'm getting a lot of wood scrap, but I need more wood planks. Well, there's some wood logs. I'll take that. Destroy this. I completely forgot that I have log and rod storage. Okay. I'm gonna have to go back. Check things out again. What's my Oh, I'm way encumbered. Okay. Let's go back. I have far too many cucumbers right now. There we go. Yeah. Okay. Whew. Kind of went away from me there. How do I turn the lights on? There we go. Ah! Okay, so for whatever reason, there's starting to be a lot of zombies popping up around me. Go, 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 go. I don't want to use the car because I don't want my vehicle to break. Whew. I felt close. Alright. Stop here, turn around, get ready to fight. So you can leave the light on even though the vehicle's off. That's cool. I appreciate that. Doesn't look like they're coming out this way. Let me build that fence wall real quick because I don't feel comfortable. Only I can move a little faster. Well, I am encumbered. I do have a lot of cucumbers in my pockets, so. Okay, this is wooden plank. There are wooden planks here. I'll take all of those. Wood log. There are no wood logs. And there are no wood scraps there. Okay. I do like the lighting in this game. It's very dynamic. And it's a little brighter than realistic, right? Like it's like, what's the word the intensity is a little bit less realistic, I think, because it's like very bright and then it quickly dims, right? So it's like very bright right in the center, but then it can't really see much outside of that circle. And it really adds to the ambiance of it all. Okay, I can't fit any of that in here. Wait. Why did you say I had no planks? I need 18 of these. I need 18 of those. That's just, we'll get that going. We'll make wood log storage. All right, let's go ahead and shkaboop. And this is wood. Shkaboop, shkaboop, shkaboop. Yeah. Okay. So we got some planks going. Okay. So these storage things can hold a lot of whatever is designed to hold. Cloth scrap, iron scrap, aluminum scrap, paper, plastic, wood. Okay. And it can hold a lot. Look at that, 75 out of 500. Do they all hold 500? Oh, yeah. Yeah, they do. And I think it looks like there's a reduction on the item as well, like a weight reduction. Okay, reinforced wooden plank, reinforced wooden rod. And then what else? Metal brackets, more wooden planks. I only need 4 more. 4 more reinforced wooden plank. Are any of these? None of these are reinforced. Can I put the reinforced? I can put the reinforced ones in there. Okay, so I may just have to start making them, right? Just make a lot of them. I think that's kind of the point of this game. That seems to be the loop, right? I was gonna check the wooden planks. That's what I needed to do. All right, so we have enough to make it now. Let's go ahead and do that. No, we don't. We still need, okay, we need 4 more reinforced wooden planks. That's because I'm looking at the wrong thing. Remove all. And then we need 4 more of those planks. Planques. I think I need 1 more. Come on. Yep, it sucks that I gotta do this. I already did this before. But hey, we're getting it done a second time. I think we want the left one on this side. Even though it's on our right side, it's called the left door. Oh, hello. This is a zombie. Alright. Ugh. But night-night. Destroy. Okay. Okay, let's try the right one. I wonder if it's this wall that's stopping me from putting this there. Let me see. Okay, so we remove this wall. I'm gonna be so mad if that's the case. You son of a bitch. Oh, you jerks. Oh, that makes me mad. That upsets me. Wood scrap and wood plank. Let's try to put a wall again and see if the same thing happens. Let's do a bit of insanity here, shall we? Even though that's not the real definition of insanity, I hope y'all know. You know what? Even though I've heard that, I don't know what the actual definition of insanity is, so I'm gonna stop saying that until I figure it out. Wood scrap. I need 5 more wood scrap. Okay, so if I put this down and the door disappears, we all know what happened, right? Okay, let's try putting that there. Let me see. Oh, can you please stop? What is happening here? Okay. All right, so we got a bit of a gap, but it's like literally you have to be right here. You can't even face it and see it. So we'll accept that. As long as the doors are operational. Yeah, all right. We got doors, y'all. Okay, so I can build all the way up here. But what I don't want is for this to be blocked by another fence. So I think I'm going to put that airlock right here. And we're going to build back off of this. I was going to do it up here. But like I said, I don't want this to be blocked. I could also move this up here, but I think I like it better back here. So that way we have this long stretch of just like basically a kill zone, right? So it's like not only do we have this, oh yeah, because I'll be standing right up there if I ever need it with my firearms. And then they'll just have to like slowly or quickly come down this way. But they are going to be faced with this. Right? With a me right there. With a menacing old Mr. Marrader standing up there. They're going to have a hard time of it. I think so. Oh, okay, so I can't move all the way forward. But right here, the only thing is I can't see right next to me here. I guess I could jump up here. This works. We'll leave this for now. Maybe we'll tweak it later. All right, step 2. Build the airlock portion. So let's turn this on. Let's reverse. Get on out of here. I actually just realized it's 2:07 in the morning in game. Ghost Pepper Shot, what's going on? Like number 3, Mr. M. Oh, number 3, huh? I didn't realize I had a second one. Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate you stopping by. How you doing today? Welcome, welcome. All right. Is this the one that I'm driving, or is... Yeah, I think this is the one that I'm driving, because that's the one that I hit. All right, so... Yeah, so we'll turn this on. We will turn the lights on, just to kind of see what we're doing. Let's third person it. So that way I don't, like, completely mollywop something behind me. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to line this up and see exactly how much length we need to make this a viable airlock for an RV. Now, I don't want it like tight, right? Like I do want a little bit of space both forward and back. It's already going to be tight because the nature of the RV of how large it is. Ghost Pet Shot says, I'm doing okay, man. Just getting through fellow YouTuber channels before I stream. I was thinking Helldivers 2, ever played it. Not the second one. I played the first one a good bit. And I really enjoyed it. I really did. And I thought about getting the second one. It looks really good, and I hear really good things about it. But, you know, I'm just kind of in this stage of my gaming career where it's like, I just don't want to keep buying games. You know, I made my choices and stuff. However, to answer your question, no, I haven't played it, but it looks really good. And that would be cool. Have you played it a bunch? Are you new to it, or what's the deal there? Okay, so let's get these metal brackets back in here because I already know we're gonna need some stuff. All right, we're just gonna make. We're just gonna use all of it. Reinforced wooden plank. We gotta make a bunch of those anyway. So let's like. I need more metal brackets. So let's make 20 of these and get more metal brackets. Yeah, it's expensive. I'm almost max level, bro. Played it since launch. Oh, that's what's up. That is what's up, brother. And you know, I wouldn't even say expensive isn't the word I'm looking for, right? Because I've definitely spent far more on far worse things. Okay. So it's not necessarily that it's expensive, but it's more of a responsibility thing, right? Because it's like I have other things that I need to just start saving for and start putting away for. So I'm really starting to cut things out like games, eating out, just all that unnecessary stuff, you know? And it's not like I'm not buying games, but, you know, anything more than $30, I have a real hard time justifying. Lady, great episode. The term insanity is doing the same thing again and again, but expecting a different outcome, so you are good. Now, that's what I've heard. Thank you, by the way, Lady Satan. Did I say that right? I don't want to call you Satan. Lady. I'm just going to call you Lady. Lady, thank you so much for stopping by. Great episode. Term insanity is doing the same thing. Yeah, so that's what I've heard. I've also heard that that's not what it means. That's just kind of a cool saying that people have thrown out there. However, either way, I appreciate the info. I'll have to look it up myself. see if that is legit. But either way, thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you for the compliment. Ghost Pretchat says, smart bro, adulting. Yeah, you know, I mean, I'm right around the corner of 40, man. First of all, let me think about what I'm doing here. Okay, yeah, so I'm making more fences. I want to do the reinforced ones for the front. Here we go. Pin that. So I need reinforced planks, reinforced rods. I also need metal. So metal scrap or iron scrap or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, you know, like I said, I'm right around the corner of 40. You know, I still don't have a house or anything. And I have other goals. You know, I really, like, I'm not shy about saying it. I say it all the time. But, you know, I want horses eventually. The horse life's going to be my new life, you know. But both houses and horses are extremely expensive. And I really don't make all that much doing what I do. So, you know, like you say, it's adulting, right? It's trying to figure out the responsibilities, the good place to put not only your money, but your time as well. Because time is it's a serious commodity that a lot of people just waste and give away for nothing. You're 30? Hey, that's what's up, man. Hold on to it. Hold on to 30 as long as you can. I am just a couple months away from getting out of my 30s. I feel both blessed and not so blessed at the same time. You know, obviously I feel blessed because, like, you know, I have made it this far and I'm doing pretty well for myself, I think. Could be better, could be much worse. But yeah, all that to be said, you know, it was the higher price tag on Helldivers 2. I was like, yeah, you know, I don't know if I see myself playing it that much. I also have to keep myself in check too because I'm a bit of a flight of fancy kind of gamer. So like I'll play something for, you know, a little bit, couple weeks, couple months, whatever I get, and then I'll be like, I'm done. Go to the next thing, you know, while people are still playing and they're like, oh, did you hear this about this game? Did you hear about that game? And I'm like, no, I'm playing something else now. That's also why it's really hard for me to find gaming buddies. Because I do switch games pretty often. Tell me I get iron scrap. I get aluminum scrap for that. Yo! Didn't expect you. Got some iron scrap. Iron scrap and lawnmower blades. These are good weapons right here. Or I guess they can be used as weapons. I don't know if they're good weapons. Ghost Pet Shop says, my channel is all horror games, bro, with the occasional other games. I found you from SNY. You guys played this and Zomboid, I think. Yeah, you probably saw us play Zomboid. We've actually never played Vane together. She wanted me to, but at the time, I just kind of wasn't feeling it. I didn't want to, again, I didn't want to buy a new game. But then I did. For whatever reason, I just had a wild hair up my ass, and I was like, I'm going to play this. And I don't regret it. I've gotten my $20 worth, so everything else is just a bonus after that. But yeah, we did play Zomboid for a couple weeks in a row. She said that she wanted to learn it. However, we started playing that at the same time that she started playing this, and I think she really took to this a lot more than Project Zomboid, which I can't blame her. You know, it is, this game, at least so far, at least in its beginning stages, is a lot more forgiving than Project Zomboid is, that's for sure. And, you know, it's 3D. Some people much prefer the 3D look. Escargot. Huh. I'll leave everything else. I think we're pretty full of what we need. Let's go and destroy this dishwasher. Yeah. Nothing comes out. Okay. Destroy the stove. Nothing to salvage, of course. But of course. Carrot seed and raw limestone. No metal. Yeah, that's what's up, man. I think I started with horror. I can't even remember. I was gonna start with horror, but then I was like, I'm a variety streamer. Which, you know, being a variety streamer, it can be difficult. You know, it's not the easiest to get attention, if you will. But that's what's up, Ghost. What kind of horror games do you like? Do you have a favorite? I'm a big fan of horror games. You know, in short spurts, I think. That's kind of it for me. I like a lot of different games, but I like most of them in short spurts. You know, there was a while where me and my friends were playing a lot of like, I don't even know what you would call them, but it's the what's it called? Like Repo and Lethal Company, where you play as a team and then you go in and you try to steal stuff and make as much money as you can and get out before it die. I don't know what those kind of games, what genre of game that is. Those are fun. Those were a lot of fun, but I was like, you know, maybe a couple hours at a time, a week. You know, I couldn't sit there and play those games. Like, I remember when I was playing Phasmophobia, and I was really enjoying it. I was really enjoying the challenge and stuff like that. But then what I realized was it gets old, you know. And then I was watching someone who was playing, and he was like a gold tier, maybe like platinum tier player. He was just running around and like throwing all his items around, finding, and like I was just like, man, the way he was speed running this, I was like, this doesn't even look fun anymore. I was like, this doesn't even look like the game anymore. You know, those kind of games, like once you get good at them, for me, they're just not fun anymore. All right, let me see. Well, I don't like them. It's for content. I'm scared of them all. Interesting. So you only do it because it gets attention, which there's nothing wrong with that. You know, I mean, hey, if that's what you want to do, if that's the way that you want to go about your YouTube career, then you do it, you know. That's interesting though. Like I've never heard of that. Someone playing a game just for the content or the views or whatever. You don't play them by yourself, but that's cool though. That's an interesting niche. You wouldn't play horror off stream? Yes, indie horror games. Indie horror games are the best, man, because they're actually scary, you know, and like they actually have to like try hard to be scary. Whereas a lot of more mainstream horror games is just like, oh, here's these elements, throw a bunch of money, make the graphics look good. Here's a bunch of gore, you know. So indie games is definitely where it's at. Play Repo and all those games, bro. That's what's up. Can I play Phasmo? That shit is boring. Repo to me is fun forever, though. I would play Repo off stream, but the real horror games like Dead Space, Outlast, I'd never play off stream. Okay, fair enough. Repo's fun, and I may have to give it another try. I do know that the last time that I played, though, that I got into a group with SNY and like a bunch of other people she knows, or we know, I should say, Alhoon. I think it was Lunas, handful of other people. It was six of us all together, and that was honestly like not fun for me at all. And that had nothing to do with the people. People are great, but it was like just that whole setup. I was like the 6 people in this kind of game. I was like, it's just not. And then not only that, but they were good, you know, and they were like running circles around me, and here I am just walking around. I was like, I got no idea what I'm doing, you know. And then even when I do get good at those games, it's like they're not fun anymore. I guess I find the fun in the challenge, and like when you're just running around like idiots, not knowing what you're doing. That's the funnest part for me in those kind of games. But then once you figure it out, it's like, oh, okay, so this is what you're doing. This is easy. Yeah, I know all of them. Yeah, that's what's like. Yeah, I kind of figure this is kind of the whole group that seems to be around, all the streamers who hang around each other, which is dope, man. I dig it. I love the community. But all that to be said, you know, not complaining about the game or anything. It's a good game. It's fun. I need to get this out of my inventory. Why the hell is it so heavy? It's limestone. That's why it's heavy. Nothing can hold my 73 pounds of limestone. I didn't even want this limestone. Oh, here, I'll put in this one. There we go. Oh, did I just drop? Oh. It just comes out in a little rock. All right. I've definitely played Dead Space. That was way before I was streaming. I was still on the Xbox. My ex and I actually we bonded over video games. She used to like, cause she was bad at them. She was terrible at them, so she used to like to watch me play, which was a lot of fun. All right, put all these weapons away. So I did play Dead Space, all of them. Well, no, 2 of them, 1 and 2. Never played 3. But yeah, I played Dead Space, and I was a real big fan of them. Outlast I never played. I heard good things. I played the Outlast Trials. I had a friend of mine who bought it for me, and I will not stream that game ever again. That's an odd one, man. That one, that's a wild one. And it's not even scary, really. It's creepy. It has a lot of disturbing imagery, but it's not even scary. It's just like, oh, okay, a lot of like yelling, pretty much. Yelling and gore. Which I'm like, that doesn't equal fear to me. I can play Zomboid off stream. It's the game that made me buy PC. Nice, it's my first time playing 1 right now. Okay, that's dope. Yeah, 1 was really good. 2 was really good. I never played 3. I heard really bad things about it and never wanted to try it for myself. And also by that point, I was kind of over the Dead Space thing. I was ready to move on to something else. But yeah, good games. Very creepy. But yeah, Zomboid's what made you get PC. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. And it is a good one, Project Zomboid. I mean, me and my buddies have put 500 hours into it. I mean, I have. I think Bender has 2,000 hours. So, like, the friends that I played with, we played a lot. And actually, Project Zomboid is how I found my gaming friends. Interestingly enough, right? Like, I got Project Zomboid kind of out of the blue one day. I had seen it for years, and I was like, this looks dumb. I was like, I really don't want this. And then it kept popping up, and then I talked to someone who was like, oh yeah, I'm playing Zomboid. And I was like, really? I was like, is that one any good? And they were like, oh yeah, it's great. So I came home and I bought it, and it was still $12 at the time. And once I kind of figured it out, I was like, oh, this is awesome. And it's still really good. It's a really good game. Like I said, I got over 500 hours into it, and I'm kind of over it. I'm kind of over it at this point. Just because, like I said, that's my gaming style, right? Like, I'll play something for a while, and once I'm done, I'm done. You know, I try to go back to it. I have those nostalgia moments. Oh no, you can really only stand up, huh? Okay, let's put you against the wall. Thought I was gonna be able to lay it down. Maybe there's a way. Maybe there's a key command to lay the fishing rod down, but we'll leave you there. I mean, I'm not even gonna recognize that is there. But Zomboid, most real zombie game ever made. Is Vane even close to it? Vane is honestly very close to it. Vane, I would say, is probably about 90% like Project Zomboid in its current state. Okay, can I just pick up one of these? It's interesting because it's different, right? It's different enough that it feels new. It doesn't feel like I'm playing Zomboid, but at the same time, the mechanics, the way that things work, even the layout of like the buildings and the cities and stuff, I was like, I feel like this is very Project Zomboid. The big difference, obviously, aside from the 3D versus 2D or the isometric top-down, is that Vane is much more forgiving than Project Zomboid. The zombies aren't as hard right now. Okay, as of currently, right now, as of December 14th, 2025, Vane is more forgiving than Project Zomboid by a long shot. The combat's easier. The zombies don't take as much. Even the sprinters aren't as bad. It's easier to build up your combat skills, or your skills like, you know, your strength and your stamina and stuff like that. But for the most part, pound for pound, yeah, Vane is just very much a 3D Zomboid. Ghost says, okay, makes sense. Yeah, so it's very similar. It's similar to where it feels really familiar to me, but it's different enough to where it's like I'm not playing the same game. Is the best way to put it. Good game, solid mechanics. I'm looking forward to seeing what they do with it in the future. I really hope that they start putting more of a focus on building. At least building like, you know, like walls and roofs, right? Like being able to build an actual room, because as it stands right now, you really only have like outdoor stuff. You can put doors and windows, but you don't have any roofs, you don't have any flooring. There seems to be a good amount of furniture and decor, but a lot of it you have to unlock, which I like that. I like the fact that it's not all just available for me as from the beginning. But you do have to have a certain, what's it called, like a carpentry stat in order to be able to build certain things, or even get the blueprints for. Oh, it's a shooting range. Oh, well, that's what it is. Okay. I was wondering what this place was. I was like, is this like a rec center or something? Oh my god. What do we got here? We got a gun case. So yeah, Ghost, a really good game. You know, if you really like Zomboid, you'll definitely get a kick out of Vane. I would probably not play both of them at the same time. Yo! I don't even know what to say. This is, oh my god. So many weapons. We got baklava. Holy shamoles. Okay, so when I'm ready for guns... You know what? When I'm ready for guns, I'll come back. I just... Whoa. Yeah. Whoa. I got a little distracted there. Do I have to pick all of these? Okay. Getting a lot of iron scrap here. Good. Because I need a lot of iron scrap. Yeah, we're just going to destroy all of these because why not? Let's get them all. We'll take everything we have in them. We'll probably just dismantle it all or something. Okay, there's nothing in it. He's dismantled but salvaged nothing. Screws. Okay. Dismantle that. Get up. No. Oh my god. You can pack it up? Oh my god, that's funny. I'm gonna have to come back here. Where's that chair? Steel folding. Oh, you can use that as a weapon? Oh my god. That is hilarious. He's not even holding it how someone would hold a chair. Like, that would be so unbalanced right there. You know, anybody using a chair as a weapon would hold both of the legs like this. If you hold only one leg like that, it's gonna be so unwieldy. It's already unwieldy because it's a chair, it's not a weapon. You would not hold it in both hands like it's a bat or an axe. Actually, you know what? I should test that. I should go get me a folding chair and go out to a tree or something and use it with a single leg grip and a double leg grip and see which one's more effective. Oh my god, that's funny. So there's another difference. In Zomboid, you don't have a chair as a weapon. Oh, man. I can live out my WWE fantasies. Or for me, it's more like WWF because I'm that old. But broken television. Oh, I was going to take it. It looks cool and all retro and stuff. But since it's broken, I'll just break it down. Get the parts. Oh, yeah, I'm just being a menace, destroying everything. I'm gonna terrorize your town. Alright, let's keep going this way. A bunch of ammo and like weapons and stuff. We're finding a lot of good stuff here on the outskirts of town. Home style cooking. I haven't cooked anything in a while. Oh yeah, because it takes forever and it doesn't fill up much of your food needs. Booty. Your booty. Get in there. Drive back. All right, what time is it? 3:57. Oh my god, I have like 2 minutes left. I didn't even realize I got like 5 minutes left. Holy shit, this one flew by. Great googly moogly. Holy criminy Christmas. That was like the fastest hour ever. Pig feed, aluminum. We'll take aluminum. Can we dismantle that? Iron scrap. Yay. Another crowbar, not crowbar. Crowbar. Let me see. Oh, that's a hay rack, hay bale. Open this. This one's locked. I don't feel like picking the lock right now. I don't have time. On a side note, I've never seen a hay rack like this before. That's interesting. I wonder if that's a New York thing. Bender, you out there? Is this a New York thing? Is this how you New Yorkers handle your hay? Is that how you store it? I've never seen anything like that. Alright, we're gonna head back home. I thought I was gonna flip there. I was like, no. Head back home. Yeah, and I think call it because I'm really not gonna have much time for anything else. Is this the right way? Hang on, I'm lost. Yes, okay. There's a deer. Goodbye, deer. I'll be back for you later. That sounds ominous, doesn't it? It's like, oh, you don't come back for me. I don't like that. I don't like when you come back for me. Oh, there's the music. Whenever that music drops, I don't know if that music means it's midday, if it's noon, or if that music means like there's an imminent horde coming or something. Alright, bam. There we go. Like a glove. Okay. Alright, I am very happy with this fence. Now it's about time to build the airlock. I always build airlocks whenever I play a game. It started with Ark Survival. And anytime that I play a game where you could build a base, I always do an airlock. All right, we got the ammo now. 17 shots. Oh, he disappeared. All right, well, this is where I'm gonna be at. How much time do we have? What is it? I did start the timer late. We got 2 minutes. That's about the hour, yeah. All right, everybody. So what did we do? Oh, too bad you can't turn around. But yeah, look at that. I wonder, is there a free cam? Hold on. Can I do a free cam? Let me see if I can do a free cam. I want to do a free cam. Where's the binding? Exit vehicle chair. That would be... No, you know what? I need to set up both of these to a hotkey. So you can just push a button to get out instead of having to look down at your chair. Same thing with turning on the lights. Or, I mean, the ignition. Vehicle ascend, vehicle descend. Okay, so that tells me they either now have or are planning on putting in helicopters. So don't be surprised if in the future you see some helicopters, because that's the only way. Either that or submarines. I don't really see submarines happening. But that's really the only way this vehicle ascend, vehicle descend would work. That's interesting. Or I guess a lift, like if you had a boom lift or something like that. There's a vehicle throttle. Oh yeah, that's just forward. Quick use, quick use. Okay. I'm not seeing any camera. Yeah, so we don't worry about it. Vehicle camera automatically locks to vehicle rotation. Huh. Always go first person in ADS. What does ADS mean? Anybody know? Anybody know what ADS stands for? Toggle crouch, inverted mouse? Hell no. Okay. All right, I'm not seeing any way to do a free camera or everything, so let's just go ahead and save this. Overwrite right there, confirm. And we're going to stand right here as I begin to log out. Thank you all so very much for joining me here. Episode 13 of 100 here in Vane, the survival horror zombie game, post-apocalyptic. Built me a little thing here. Yeah. That's another thing about Project Zomboid that I noticed about Vane, at least of right now. It's easier to get into construction and stuff like that. Much easier in Vane. In Project Zomboid, it takes a long time before you get the skills to even start building stuff that's beyond the basic. You know, I think you basically have to spend your first few levels just basically building storage boxes and stuff. It's a little bit more forgiving in this one. However, it seems to be like there's less to build. Whatever. Take it with a grain of salt. Anywho, I'm out, y'all. Thank y'all so very much. I will see you on the next one. Hopefully tomorrow we'll get in another hour. I'm trying to go 100 days in a row, but we'll see how that goes. That doesn't always pan out that way. Ghost Pet Shop says true, bro. Thank you, sir. Thank you. I'm glad I'm not the only one that sees this kind of stuff. That's one complaint that I did have about Project Zomboid, was that doing a lot of it was it just took so long. Like if you didn't pick the thief from the beginning, then getting your electronics to level 2 or whatever it was that you needed to get hot wiring cars. I never had a character that got to hot wiring cars like that. Let's just put that. I have 500 hours in the game. I've never had a character level up his electronics and mechanics high enough to get the hot wiring skill. And you only need 3. I think it's 2 mechanics and 1 electronics. So that just tells you like kind of how much more grindy it is, how much longer it takes to be able to do that kind of stuff. But anywho, that's enough of my soapbox. I'm going to go ahead and take off. GG's, good stream. I appreciate you, Ghosts. I will catch you on the next one. And I have to keep an eye out for your stream. You said you're going live today, right? I will have to check that definitely. But I am out of here. I will catch y'all on the next one. Thank you so very much. Mr. Marrader, out.
Me and you. Run, the night is near. Hold your breath. Fight the fear. We'll survive. We'll break the chain through the dark. Past the pain. Fingers crossed.